See, when you look at the history of India, modern India is very important. Lot of questions in any exam come from modern India. Okay, modern India is again further divided into proper modern India, that is from 1707 to 1857. That is what the modern India. But India's struggle for independence starts from 1857 to 1947. More questions are coming from India's struggle for independence, that is from 1857 to 1947. So either you have already gone through the India struggle for independence, or you are going to start your preparation, you want India struggle for independence. In this class, I am going to explain the timeline between 1857 to 1947. What are the important events? Once you are able to understand the important events each year, then it is very easy to understand the history, because history means years. Let us start. 1857. In this year, what happened? We had a Sepoy mutiny. That means a group of soldiers revolted against the British. Like a mutiny means revolt. Sepoy mutiny means soldiers. Okay, the Sepoy means soldiers of Indian regiment. They are revolting against the British. So it is also known by the name First War of Independence. So 1850, the moment I say 1857, what should come in your mind is the First War of Independence, also known as Sepoy mutiny. Okay, it is a revolt against the British. It is the first time we are revolting against the British in 100 years. If you look at 1757, please note down, 1757 we had Battle of Plassey. In Battle of Plassey, we have Robert Clive, Britishers defeating the Nawab of Bengal. Okay, that laid the foundation of British rule in India. 100 years later, in 1857, we could see some of the Indian soldiers are revolting against the British, and that revolt happened in 1857. Important leaders include Mangal Pandey, okay, an important center includes Meerut. And many reasons were there, okay, but two reasons I'll tell you here itself. One is the Doctrine of Lapse. What is Doctrine of Lapse? If the king dies without having a legal heir, what is legal heir? That means he doesn't have a son, he doesn't have a prince, that kingdom will be taken over by the British. That is known as Doctrine of Lapse. Likewise, you can see in this picture, Rani Lakshmi Bai. Okay, her son died, then they adopted another son. The Britishers did not accept the adopted son. They said the Jhansi will be taken over by the British. So she revolted against the British. So Doctrine of Lapse is one of the main reason for the 1857 revolt. And in that, you can say Rani Lakshmi Bai, you can see Nana Sahib. Okay, many people revolted against the British. Another reason, in fact, you can write down this as an immediate reason. So you have a lot of aversion towards something, but one fine morning a spark comes. No, that spark is this greased cartridges. Greased cartridge. That means the rifle which is issued and which is used by the Britishers. No, that rifle has to be filled with the cartridges. That is the bullets, and that have bitten off from your mouth. So some of the grease will enter your mouth, and there was a rumors that the grease is made up of fat of a cow or a fat of a pig. Now you know the cow is very holy to the Hindus and the pig is haram to the Islam. So those soldiers who belong to the Hindus and Islam, they said we are not using it. Okay, but they were forced to use this. At that point, the revolt begins. So the immediate spark for the 1857 revolt would be the greased cartridges. So 1857 means it's a first war of independence against the British. Soldiers started. Later, a lot of kings also started. I told you this Rani Lakshmi Bai, Nana Sahib, Tantia Top. Okay, at last they made Bahadur Shah Jafar as the Emperor of India. We'll go to the next year. 1858. See, it is a year after the 1857 revolt. So a lot of changes happens. See, 1857 revolt happened, but it is not a success. It did not change the British out of India. It was just a revolt. Okay, the British actually contained the entire revolt. In 1858, the year after the 1857, there are a lot of changes are coming. Administrative changes are coming. Okay, what is the administrative changes? The post of Governor General is abolished. The post of Governor General is abolished. Okay, thereby they can ask who is the last Governor General. Answer is Canning. And also write down during his period only we had a 1857 revolt. Okay, even though the Doctrine of Lapse was introduced by Dalhousie, please write down Doctrine of Lapse by Dalhousie. he was not there in India when the 1857 revolt happened. The 1857 revolt happened during the period of Canning. Okay, and he is the last Governor General, and he also became the first Viceroy. So the post of Governor General is abolished, and they are creating a new post called Viceroy, because they want a direct administration of India. Okay, you can see this crone. Okay, so why I have put this image crone? Because the crone has taken over the Indian administration. And how many of you know that till 1857 India was not ruled by the British directly? India was ruled by the East India Company. Please write down. East India Company was a ruler of India. Okay. So in 1858, what happens? The crown takes over the Indian administration. That means it is the British Queen. She becomes the Empress of India, and the entire India is directly under the control of British government. Okay. So that administrative changes happens in 1858, and East India Company is abolished. Okay, so question can be, who is the last Governor General? Lord Canning is the last Governor General. Who is the Viceroy, first Viceroy? The answer is Lord Canning itself. Okay, Dalhousie is related with the 1857 revolt. He was a part of that Doctrine of Lapse, but he was not in India at the time of 1857 revolt. Okay, so this is 1858. After 1858, the very important year will be 1861.